I think the devil entered the church a long time ago. And now, what I mean is, like, there's that old saying that don't let the devil in the church. I think the devil has been let in the church because I think the devil is just the ego. So, what would it mean if the devil was in the church? It would mean that the church cares more about being right than they do being good people. Like, yeah, it's dope that Catholic Charities, like, the Catholics do a lot of good deeds. Like, Catholic Charities is great. Like, you have no idea how many times it's helped people, including me, right? Like, a lot of the soup kitchens are at churches. A lot of the, whatever, like, that's great. But have you ever noticed that Christians are some of the most judgmental people? Like, you can have two people that believe in a different God. The Christian is not like, can a Christian be friends, like true friends with a Muslim? Like, so I believe in shamanism and I have a modern shamanistic belief. So why is it that I could be friends with any person with a different religion, but it's hard for religious people to be friends with people with different religions? Because I have my ego under control. It has nothing to do with what religion I believe, right? It's about self control. So, like, understanding that it's not about having the truth. So many people get caught up in having the truth. I was caught up on becoming a better man. Like, if you have a spiritual belief and you're like, oh, my spiritual idol did this. So why do you not do that? Your spiritual idol practiced love. So why do you not practice love? Like, I actually practice these spiritual things, so it's like they became part of who I am as a person. And it's like the problem I have with a lot of like the religious beliefs nowadays is like back in the day, it was a practice. Now, I do give props to the Muslim religion because the Muslims, it was like all about the practice. In the beginning, like they were washing their hands and feet and they were like doing this thing that of course is actually great and beneficial. Now that we know like washing your hands and feet is very great, of course they're not going to be as sick as much and they're going to think it was because of their God, but really it was just because their spiritual practice. Like, it's that thing that I really want or hope that religion gets back to, is instead of this ego trap of saying I have the truth and my God is right and your God is wrong and you're going to hell if you don't believe, like, instead of all that dumb shit, why not just become a great person? Like, who gives a fuck if someone else believes what you believe? Who gives a fuck if if they have a different God than you? That shouldn't matter. Like, because would your God really want you to like this is the thing where I feel like people are so in their shoved up their ego's ass that they don't even think about what their God would want them to do. Like, would your God want you to hate like that? Would your God want you to be dark like that? Like that negative energy, that jealousy, that envy, that you're going to hell, that all that's dark energy, bro. Like, you think that's light energy? Like, I don't give a fuck if you have. Like, that's what I mean. Let's say you're a horrible person who judges other people, you judge people, you talk shit about people, you say they're going to hell because they don't believe what you believe. Um, it's like, I wouldn't care if you had the truth or not. You're still a horrible person, whether you have the truth or not. Whether you know what happens when we die or not. It doesn't matter. Like, people get so shoved up their egos trying to be like, oh, I know what happens when we die, or my God, or my. That's like, bro, shut up. Become a better man, and then speak about your God. Like, because I don't want to. It's like the fat guy giving diet advice. It's like, bro, I don't want to hear about your diet advice until you get in shape. I don't care if it's the truth. It wouldn't matter. If I'm poor, right? I've been poor my whole life trying to give people money advice. They ain't listening to me. Now, at the same time, it probably would have helped them if they did. But I get why they didn't. Like, I don't know. So I get why a lot of people are like anti religion, or religion is like a turnoff to people because A lot of these religious people are not good people. They just force their idea onto you. And it's like they don't even have results from their own spiritual journey. So like who are they to say that they know what's best for you? And it's like